That's not the one I'm looking for. Hold on. Hey, what's up, everybody? Here's Crab Gamer Nation, and I am live. And who knows, my computer will probably mess up quite a bit. I don't know where everybody else is. I sent them links, I think, and I don't know exactly where they're at. Maybe Mooch will be in here in a minute or somebody, you know. Otherwise, I could keep this party going all night long by myself. And if you don't believe me, just watch me try. Okay. First of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about Black Friday, which I think they should rename that to something else because it's highly offensive to, uh, people named Friday. Anyway, actually, all jokes aside, I wanted to talk a little bit about, this whole Friday thing where people line up and, they go and do things and buy things. And I think that, that's good, and I think a lot of people bought the Xbox. I went to several stores today. Not only that, but you know what? I went to the movies today too, and I saw Creed. I'm a big Rocky fan, right? I think that Rocky is like one of the best movie franchises ever, except for like the fifth one because they kind of went off the rails with the Tommy gun thing, and then that guy ended up dying from the HIV anyway, and in real life. So that's an interesting story. But anyway, basically what happened was, you know, Apollo Creed has this like illegitimate son, I guess, which I don't know. The timeline kind of is a little bit wonky because he's younger, right? Like this kid, and it takes place in 2015. And I don't know, the kid's like in his 20s or whatever, but Apollo Creed died in 85. So even if he had an illegitimate kid in 85, think about it, that kid would be 80, 90, 2000, yeah, 30 years old. And, I think that he was younger than 30. So it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But as far as a movie, um, as far as the movie goes itself, I think that it was really good. And Sylvester Stallone, man, that man can really act his ass off and write a good story about boxing. I mean, it was a little bit more urban than Rocky movies, and there's not a whole lot of like Rocky in it himself and stuff, or anybody that you maybe know from like other Rocky movies, which is kind of poignant, I guess, and sad because basically everybody's dead, and he goes on this little story about how he'd give up everything just for a day with his wife, because he doesn't care anymore or whatever. And I think it was just really sad, seeing it, and they did a good job of putting it out. And I think it's one of those things where it's a really good movie, and I highly recommend it. If you guys didn't know, something was Crap Gamer Reviews, which is this channel that you guys are watching right now. That's was originally going to be like movie reviews, video game reviews. I was going to review like everything. Oh, you know what? Also, I got a lot of hate for the video I did. What was it the other day about Sony's PS4 sales or supposed PS4 sales? If you actually thought that I was salty over PS4 sales, or that video was even related to PS4 sales, if you're a moron, right? There's a few people in the know about what that video was actually about. I'm very quiet when it comes to, what I talk about as far as personally on, like, I bet you guys didn't know that I can, have a sword collection. Yeah. I have a sword collection. It's, it's pretty cool. I have the Braveheart sword. It was like $300. So, yeah. So I think that that's pretty cool. And, I think that, let me see what else do I got. I got some like, I used to have some kind of Chinese star. I don't know. I'm fucking pure white trash with that shit. Like when I found out that that's what all like the hillbillies and stuff have, I think I started getting rid of some of that stuff or whatever, So, yeah. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, the PS4 thing. Yeah, like the PS4 thing. I don't. Do I think they sold 30 million? No, I think they probably shipped a bunch and they got some. Listen, I heard from multiple people like that showed me some proof that there's PS4s like sitting in warehouses and stuff. They're not selling that many. It's completely ridiculous to think that anybody's doing any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Nobody's buying a fucking PS4. What the hell are you gonna play on there, man? Uh, I think that obviously, the PS4 is doing well, but is it doing, super well or anything like that? I don't know. I'm not. Um, I think that I'm not really sure that it's really a fucking juggernaut like they put it out to be. I'm not really a fan. I was out at different shops today looking at, some of the deals and stuff, Black Friday deals, Um, and to be honest with you, I didn't really find a whole lot, you know. Um, I think that there was no PS. I mean, there was plenty of PS4s, but not a whole lot of Xbox Ones. And ugh, uh, I think that the Xbox One's really kind of finding finding its kind of its way, its path. Uh, and I think that it's doing really good. I really like what they're doing with as far as the games, and uh, I think that it definitely has the better things going on for it. I'm very impressed with it, and everybody was buying it. I've seen multiple stores where they were sold out, and there's still plenty of PS4s. And why is there still plenty of PS4s, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you why. Because it has no games. It has zero games. It's bundled with PS3 games. 90 million people had PS3s last generation. They're not dying to play those same old, tired out, rehashed games for a fucking fifth time just because you can put 1080p in front of it, or unsustained 60 frames per second. It's just completely and utterly fucking ridiculous. And, and I'm glad that people aren't complete morons, Wait, I take that back. Most people are, you know what I mean? Like in general, like people are sheep and they fucking flock. And, you know, and I think that it's sad. I think that it's sad that people buy things because, uh, you know, they buy things because it's popular or whatever. The popular thing. Oh, hey, look, let's buy an Apple iPhone because my neighbor has one and it's cool. Or because Justin Bieber has one, or let's buy some Justin Bieber music because he's cool. These people aren't cool. It's not cool to fucking buy something because it's popular. Hey, I'm buying Nikes because they're fucking popular. Who cares? Be a trendsetter. Don't fucking follow the crowd, because when you follow the crowd, you're just causing more problems. At the end of the day, we need leaders, not followers. That's the problem with the world today, is the fact that we got so many people. You guys want to know why Donald Trump, and I'm not even a Donald Trump supporter, but you want to know why he does so well in the polls? Because there's people that sees him as not a career politician who's like just covering his ass, and sucking up to all the fucking corporations that just really want to like just take over, that run everything. You guys want to know why marijuana is not legal for medical and most places, or even recreational? Is because back in the 1930s, there was a big campaign where they made it seem like black people would, break into your house and steal your shit and take your white women if you spoke pot. That's basically what happened. It was all this propaganda. If you don't believe me, you can look up this stuff. It's like Reefer Madness. It's an old propaganda video from like the 30s or something. And this is how it started. And the whole reason it started was because Big Paper, which is like the paper companies that pimp, people use paper for everything, newspaper in particular, they felt threatened due to the fact that marijuana grew faster and could produce more paper than trees. And so they wanted to quick and squash that. And that's what they did. And if you look at other things nowadays, right, like Big Farm, big pharmaceuticals, they're in everything. They prescribe everybody, um, they with these opiates, right? But they won't give them medical marijuana, which is a fucking natural drug. And I think that that's unfortunate and sad. Um, and I think that at the end of the day that there's a lot of this kind of thing that goes on, and it's very unfortunate. I mean, just think about all the people that could be used for like I have anxiety, right? Do I like taking fucking Xanax all the time for shit? No. I mean, let's just be honest and call a spade here. That shit sucks. And then what happens is Big Farm, they get you coming and going because they get everybody addicted to these opiates and stuff, right? And then guess who owns all the fucking rehab clinics and stuff? Big Farm. So they get you coming in, they get you going, And then you can look at stuff like tobacco companies, right? Well, tobacco companies, they make tobacco cigarettes, billions and billions of dollars a year. But now people are like, hey, I want to quit. I want to be cool. I'm going to vape, which isn't cool. So I think that, I think that at the end of the day, it's a situation where, the big tobacco also has the vape stuff, they own that. So they get you coming and they get you going, and I think that that's kind of sad. And I'm not really a fan of just how things are in general with like the fanboys and PS4s and things like that. I'm not a fan. I can't really stand the way this generation is going. People thought that it was saltiness over PS4 sales. I don't care. I like that consoles are selling really good, to be honest with you. I think that it's a really good thing. I don't mind that. I think that, I would rather have consoles selling good than not selling good. And obviously the PS4 is selling very well. And, the Xbox One's selling well. I mean, and it's got the better games. I mean, look, like I said in a video that I did, like last week or something, when you come into your second year on the market, you're supposed to really hit steam towards the end of the year. Microsoft maybe dropped the ball at the beginning of the year, and I freely admit that. But when you don't have any games, any AAA games, new experiences for your hardware for Christmas or the holidays, I think that it's fucked up. I think that that's really dropping the ball, and then you look at what's coming out next year and Microsoft just completely dominating with, where they're coming from. They're going to have pretty much an exclusive every single month. Think about it. I mean, every single month. And I think that that's really good. I have no idea where everybody is. I'm pretty sure I linked them, but where they are, I don't know. Let me think here. Blackie, where you at, Blackie? Get your ass in here. Iron Wolf, get in here, man. Come on. Where's Blazing Phoenix at? Where's Mooch at, man? Where my fucking ramen quivers at? Fuck, man. Dying for somebody to get in here and help me, man. I can't fucking handle this podcast all by myself and hold my beers. You know what I mean? So this might be my new thing, by the way. Life isn't always what you guys think. Like, this whole YouTube thing isn't always what you think it is. Like, I'm not what you think I am. Trust me when I say there's a lot more to Crab Gamer than talking bad about PS4 or saying rack it up. I know you guys think that I'm a fucking monkey, right? Like, hey, Crab Gamer, say rack it up, and I'm like, fuck. I'm more than that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, fat ass or whatever. I'm more than that. You know what I mean? And I think that it's fucking, a situation. Hey, who do we got in here, man? I hear a mic.
Hey, what up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Did you? Oh, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, do you?
Oh no, we don't have Thanksgiving in the UK, but we do make the most out of Black Friday though.
So, do you guys have that over there?
Yeah, we do, man. And I got a 4K TV, and this thing is a beauty. I have to tell you. I think I must have inboxed, the group chat and everything. It is beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it because next year was like, "Hey, what up, drunk ass or fat ass or something like that." I was like, yeah. But I gotta say, man, I'm a little bit tuned up tonight. Which, if you guys don't know the lingo, man, I have thrown back a few. I'm feeling good, dude. I invited everybody, man. I'm not sure what the hell. Everybody just kind of abandoned me. Like
I just
Mooch.
got back home, man. I was watching the Hunger Games and everything with my wife and shit. So,
Oh, how was it, man? I watched the first one, and I was disappointed that there weren't a bunch more people killed in that movie.
the film was good. It was really, really good. I was never a fan anyway. I never read the book, so when I saw this movie, I thought, shit, man, this shit is fire, man.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
so
it looks good. I saw the Creed movie today. I just got back from that.
oh, Creed, oh, the Rocky one.
Yeah, yeah, man, it was really good, man. I think they're probably gonna like turn that into its own thing, and I think that guy is a really good actor. I forget what his name is, but he did really good, man. It was
Oh,
like
that guy who was Johnny Storm, right? In Fantastic.
yeah, yeah. He's I forget what the hell his name is, but he did a really really good job. Like everybody in that movie was really good, and it's not like it's not like Rocky movies per se. You know what I mean? Like he's in it, like, and he does help train him and stuff. But like, just overall, it's really just a really cool movie. I thought it was really good. But like, so you guys have Black Friday over there. Did you guys notice a lot of Xbox Ones sold too? Like over here, you can't find them anywhere. Like everybody bought them. You
Yo,
know?
I went just to buy a few games and some 360 games, and
Yeah,
I have to tell you, like, there's stacks and stacks of PS4s, and there's hardly any Xbox Ones here.
yeah.
I'm
What
telling you,
360 games did
I
you
even took
buy?
pictures. I even took pictures, and I'm gonna post them real soon. Xbox Ones over here. I don't know about over there, but over here, sold out.
What games did you pick up?
Oh, the games I picked. Oh, some old school games like Last Remnant and just a few other ones, man. They're all there in a bunch. Flipping some of the old Forza games, the old Fable games, because I never played Fable 2, believe it or not.
Oh,
So,
Fable 2, man. That was one of my favorite RPGs, man. Like, I know I get probably a lot of hate for this or whatever, but I love the Fable games. Even the Connect one I liked, and even the little one where you're like little puppets or whatever. That was kind of scary because I'm afraid of puppets in real life. But I even played that one, and I thought it was, fantastic. The Connect one was really good. Like, people hated on that,
yeah.
but man, like, the story was so good where it was like the seer and stuff, and like you had a horse. And did I ever tell you the story, man? When I first got my Connect on 360, I almost fell out the fucking window. Like, I was like trying to fucking play that thing, right? And I was like, fucking fell, man. I almost like fell out the window. It was funny as hell. Like, so I think that was funny. But so I haven't really like played much on the Connect nowadays, a little bit here and there, but I still think it's fun. But I mean,
But it's been selling like crazy over there. But the thing is, like, I've been seeing pictures, on your side, and they've been selling out there too. So I don't know if they don't win the MPDs. I wouldn't know what to say, to be honest with you. I really don't know. Like, what is wrong with the American people, man? Like, they're not supporting their own
hey,
shit.
you know what? I've lost all faith in the American people, dude. I went to this fucking bar, right? And there's all these couples there, right? And then I think I might have talked a little bit about this in his videos. Um, and so, all right, so these couples, right? I'm there with like some people, and I notice, right, like this guy is there with his girl or whatever, and his girl goes to the bathroom. Fucking, I'm sitting right there. The dude pulls out his phone and he starts texting this other girl, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And this wasn't the only one. The girls were doing the same thing, right? Like, oh, their guys go up to the bathroom or go get a drink, and they're texting other guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I cannot stand the degradation of society the way it's gotten. Like maybe it's got me a little bit depressed or whatever. Like I'm not usually a drinker, but it's like I'm not really like a fucking like a sociable person. Like I'm kind of introverted and stuff. Like I keep to myself or my set group of friends. And so, I haven't really seen how people act nowadays, man. And I'm fucking disgusted by it. And I'm disgusted. Like I go in the comment sections of my videos and I'm disgusted by the way people act in there. It's like, they don't understand. This is YouTube. It's entertainment. I'm not a fucking
It's either a situation where they're disloyal, or it's a situation where they have an arrangement where it's just friends with benefits, man. You get a whole lot of that over here. So everybody just wants to be friends with benefits, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean that doesn't really do much for like is there any like genuine like people out there, not just like fucking animals, dude? Like there's just fucking animals, and you just want to choke, and they're annoying, dude. Like these people are my age or maybe a few years younger, and they're loud and annoying, and like I've never like been, like I'm playing pool for the first time in a while. I like pool, man. I grew up playing pool. I'm really good at it. I hadn't played in a while. And so it was like I had some family and some friends and stuff. And we went out and we're playing, and people just are loud. You just, you know what I mean? Like they push your every fucking nerve. Like I'm at the movies today and there's people that are just behind me kicking my seat, being loud, taking pictures with flash in the fucking movie during the movie. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like they have no courtesy. There's no common sense.
Oh, that's
They're,
crazy, man.
you
Well,
know,
all I'm saying is that everybody has to be careful. When they premiere the Star Wars movie because there could be you have to take extra precautions, man, because since all the attacks that's been going down, Star Wars is going to be a huge extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be
yeah.
packed everywhere. So, yeah, I'm just saying, man, if you're going to go out there, just stay safe, man.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you can't even like bring a lightsaber or dress up anymore to go see the Star Wars movies, man. I mean, that used to be kind of half the fun. You know what I mean? And nowadays you can't really do much of anything. It's like everybody's so restricted or so
Yeah,
um
this is the thing. They want to see your face, on the surveillance camera. That's just the way it is. Your face has to show. You cannot wear a stormtrooper helmet or a Darth Vader helmet or dress up like a Wookiee or anything like that. Trust me, if that's the case, then any terrorist or any ISIS member can do that and do whatever they want to do. So, hence the reason why it is what it is, man.
yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Hey, where the hell is everyone, man? Where's like Blazing Phoenix,
I
man? Where's
know,
the
I know. Mooch was doing his own thing. I think he was having a debate with somebody. I don't know if that happened or not.
I feel sorry for whoever the fuck is debating Mooch, man. Mooch is
Yeah, because this
yeah.
dude made like a 20-page, book about all of us. Like,
Yeah, I saw that, man. I'm like, who the hell? And like, and I don't say this too. Like, there's a thing about me. There is a fucking blog about me from Fevens, right? Like that dude. All right, and I'll give you guys a little story. And I usually don't talk about this shit on the air or anything, right? So back in like I have this gaming clan on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And like this dude Fevens was in this clan SC. Me and my brother used to go around and do a Jar Jar voice. We'd be like, Misa Jar Jar Binks, and like be real annoying in this guy's clan servers. It's not like his clan, but it was like we used to be really annoying and fuck up their practices and stuff, but they liked us because we were funny, and so we would like ruin their practices and stuff or whatever. And this guy is such a tight ass dude. Like the whole reason like our whole clan kind of made fun of him was because he played video games, right? And then he would make graphs and charts about like, okay, well my team did this and I got this many kills and this many kills and this was the average kill streak. And it was like he took all the fun out of gaming. He was like such a stick in the mud and it was just so ridiculous, right? And and he also we entered in this tournament that he was supposed to be like funding, like winner takes like was supposed to make some money and we won and he never paid us, and so we had a clan member who was in Canada, the same as this guy. And so he took it upon himself to like crank call him a few times. And again, mind you, this was 7-8 years ago. And I went into the Battlefront 2 server and recorded this dude playing. And he was the worst fucking Battlefront 2 player I ever seen in my life. And so I was like, I'll do this little fucking voice because I imagine that's what he sounds like. And so I did this little voice like, hey guys, I'm fucking Fevens or whatever. You know, and fucking and so I was like, all right, I'll do this little voice, and he was really bad. He was so bad at the game, and I did 3 videos about him, like Fevens trying to take this base on this or whatever, and people loved it, and he was so upset about this. All right, and then so all this time passed, 7 years passed, right? Out of the blue, this motherfucker on Twitter messages me, and so I block him, and I think nothing of it. So then he creates this crap gamer logic thing, right? And the sad part is that his crap gamer logic, which is basically just talking about me, screenshotting me, what I talk about, and like doing this kind of shit, right? That whole video, um, you know, that whole video, was just hold on. Where the fuck was I? Hold on. I'm gonna come back to the.
Your life, probably, right?
Yeah. He's so okay. So this guy, right? 7-8 years later, is just dedicated. His fake Twitter about me has more followers than his legit Twitter. That's how sad this guy is. So then he makes his blog where he records and he shows this stuff, like these conversations we had through email, and that stuff is mostly true. Like I was just like, hey, being kind of a smart ass, like, hey, thanks for supporting my clan. But the thing is, this was 8 years ago, right? And then he'll come up and say stuff like, oh, well, I had to go to the authorities or whatever. And if he had any kind of proof of that, why didn't he post that? He posted the correspondence that we had where I've never threatened him or anything like that. But at the end of the day, he posts the bullshit, you know what I mean? It's and that's the stuff that people kind of buy or whatever. And by the way, when I say clan, I mean gaming clan, that's like a guild. That's another word for it, right? It's not like a fucking Klux Klan or anything. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking racist, you motherfuckers. You guys got seriously, hasn't that shit gotten old yet? You fucking say one thing, right? In jest, right? Well, I mean, look, you know me, man. Am I ever fucking racist or anything to anybody?
Well, you have the most diverse panel on your podcast.
Yeah,
man.
I'm Mr. Black people, man. I fucking love black people, man. They're cool, because hey, I'll be honest with you, man. I wish I
your show, man. So
yeah, I wish I was black, man. I could dance much better. I could probably play basketball better. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. People are gonna run with that shit, but no, because I'm I don't have a lot of rhythm. You know what I mean? I'm
but all in all, you don't have a racist bone in your
body.
Yeah,
fucking hey, man. People just want to hate for whatever reasons, man. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think that it's ridiculous. And
I just looked at the private chat that we all got. Mooch just said that the guy did not show up for the debate. This coward, he backed out apparently, man.
I wouldn't either, man, because I want to say something real quick, man. I like all your guys' channels, right? Yours and Blazing Phoenix and Blackie's and Zaire's and Showstopper. Man, Showstopper, he's funny as hell, man. I'll say that. That dude's one funny bitch. But Mooch, man, and this is just because he's white and Italian like me, but he's got some of the best content that I've ever seen on YouTube, right? He'll come up with this shit. My channel sucks, man. My channel is fucking garbage, especially the last 6 or 7 months, man. I just fucking throw shit out there and then see what sticks. Mooch, though, man. Mooch is the man. He fucking comes up with some of the
dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, he comes up with the best stuff ever. I mean, if you guys want to this guy has his shit together, right? And he comes up with the perfect analogies, right? My analogies suck. I used to be with it months ago when I was really trying and stuff. But Mooch, he's got some of the best. And next, you know what, Zaire, lately, his content's been really good. I think that he's getting ready to really kind of explode back on the scene. I think in the next month or two when he gets the ability to do
streaming.
The streaming and stuff back. Man.
Yeah, he has some good shit planned. So I don't want to talk about it now. I'll leave that to him. But he's banned right now. He cannot do BGST or even he used to do some of those live streams. Those random live streams here and there. He used to do all that. Now he can't even do it.
Yeah, he used to do the King Pony stuff and who do you have
Remember
that?
The bang Skype calls they used to do back in the day.
Yeah, I did one, man. I was in one, and it's you got all them weirdos. I don't know. Hey, Iron Wolf, did you ever see? I did this channel. It was supposed to be for so that all of us could do hate the stuff, fight back without fucking up our main channels, right? Because we didn't want beef videos on our channels. So we put together this channel called BGST Raw, and I did this Christmas video about
I remember that shit.
I was gonna do another one, man, because I think it would be funny, and I got a lot of material for them dudes. You know what I mean? But I don't want to mess up my main channel for that shit, but I do think it is funny that all these dudes, man, these people that worry about us and put our names in their description.
You're talking about the weirdos, right?
Yeah, all those weirdos, man, all these guys, right? That we're all they talk about, and I think that that's really kind of sad. You have a gaming channel, and then all you want to do is talk about other men.
They could go ahead and make as many videos as they want. If it helps them sleep at night, then more power to them, man.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I get it, man. They can't come up with anything original. So hey, let's talk about next gen's $12,000 computer for like a fucking 2 years. You know what I mean? Or hey, uh, let's talk about how Crab Gamer said uh, something about rice, or you know what I'm saying? Or hey, let's talk about how Iron Wolf said two titans or whatever the hell it was. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're the YouTube police or whatever. You know, but I think that that's like kind of fucking ridiculous. But did you see some of the deals that the Microsoft store had today? Right, like
We don't. Unfortunately, we don't have a Microsoft store here,
well,
man.
you got not even
Microsoft.
online. You can't order.
Oh, we can order online, but just not. We just don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
retail.
That's what I do because we the closest one is Orlando. But like what they did was like they had like Mad Max, right? It was $24.99. When you bought it, you got a $10 gift card too. So basically, you made it $14. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, just the deals are were really good today. Like I didn't see a lot of deals on
The Witcher
PlayStation.
3 is like mad cheap now, and then we have Dishonored 2, Forza 6 and Gears of War Ultimate together in a package for
Yeah,
like 59.99. That's value in itself.
that is. Oh, did you see? Yeah, Forza. If you guys like, for what was it like? I think Forza 6 was on sale today or something.
Forza 6.
Yeah.
Uh, what else have we? I don't know what else is on sale, man. I cannot really keep up. There's just too many games to sell, man. Like good, like I think 60% off or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's really that's really a good deal. Look, because what's Sony going to give out, man? What are they going to give out? Knack for $15 or whatever? It's
But
like
the order, give
Jesus.
me the order for $10. I think the order 1886.
Oh man, I already have that game though. It's terrible. God,
I
that's
had that when I had my PS4, and I told you already. I already sold that, man, because I had to take extra precautions, man. I don't want to be gaming with somebody who could be connected to ISIS possibly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all
yeah.
PS4 gamers are like that. I'm not saying that, but you could bump into anybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, rather not get involved with that shit.
Yeah, I think that I never even covered that stuff like that. I was like, what's the deal with that? I never even read the story. Like, did they use that? The
Well,
PS4?
the Belgian police and the government, they're actually surveilling everybody on PSN right now. So for them to do that, that should be telling you something. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
that's not really a safe network to, play your games or play online, because they could be trying to recruit anybody there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because if people are stupid enough to buy a PS4, I'm sure they're stupid enough to join that scumbag group. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Yeah, like it wasn't hold on, was it what the fuck was I gonna say? PSN. I heard that PSN was down today. Is that true?
I have no idea, but I don't even keep up with PlayStation shit, man. But yeah, I think I saw a few tweets from Tim Dog that it's down and it's having problems, and you cannot even buy any games. Apparently, it's completely over flooded or it's crashed. I have no clue, man.
That shit's kind of redundant though, right? Like, hey, you can't buy games
I
on
think they did it
PSN.
deliberately. I think they did it deliberately. They just switch. They pulled the plug deliberately. That so nobody buys these
Where's my
games
sound
themselves.
bite? Hold on. You can't buy PSN games today because PSN's down. That's it's a joke
Yeah, so
because
you
they
gotta
have
fix that on themselves. You could even go on the website, and the website is down too.
yeah, well, I mean, look, they fucking got to sell a couple buildings and work up on that infrastructure. Because what do they got? Like 30, or they claim 30 million PS4s, but only what 6.5 or 7 million fucking PSN Plus subscribers.
The
I
thing
think
is
that
that
they're
if they had 30 million sold, if that's true, and if it is true, and if they did sell 30 million, right, and they had good games, then I'll praise them for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they just seem to be putting minimal effort and getting maximum results, and that's the shit that bothers me as a gamer. I don't know about you, but that shit, I don't know, it gets in my fucking nerves, yo.
yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I think that what were we talking about?
And
The
it's an
fucking
unfortunate situation because the media and GameStop or any game store seem to be shoving the PS4s down everybody's throat.
I
You know,
noticed that, man. You know what? I actually got pissed off at that. Like I was in GameStop and I saw people kind of like the people that work at GameStop were kind of just pushing PS4s or whatever. It seems like whenever I go there, when it's not like a special occasion, people are like, I always see people buying a PS4, which I'm like, oh my god, and they're always buying it with like something stupid like Destiny or NBA 2K16 or Madden or something. And I'm just thinking to myself, you could have got a console that actually had some decent games, like Sunset Overdrive, Halo 5, Forza 6, Ori and the Blind Forest. You know what I mean? And next year is going to be even better. Like, I'm just super excited to see, what they come out with as far as like the exclusive and stuff. Do you think Recore is actually going to come out next year, dude?
I think it is, but I think they're gonna push it to maybe June, possibly. I think thing with Recore is we ain't seen no gameplay, and I hope to God we see some at the Video Game Awards. And yeah, there's gonna be 10 world premieres there.
You mean the
So that's what Jeff
PS4
tweeted on his
awards?
Twitter
Yeah.
account. There's gonna
Yeah, I can tell you what the premieres are going to be, right? This PS4 game, and then this other PS4 game, and then this other PS4 game, and then just to fucking close it out, and then they're going to have Yoshida come up there, and then they're going to be like, hey, here's another PS4 game, and then they're going to show, dude, you know what really bugs me, Iron Wolf? All right, like, you know how like Battlefront has like the marketing rights with PS4, right?
yeah.
Everything they show, PS4, advertised for PS4. So I saw this article about how EA tried to bribe this singer into saying that Battlefront 2 was good, like the singer from Breaking Benjamin. Benjamin, yeah, right? And so what do they show? A broken Battlefront disc on the cover of that story that was Xbox One. So the whole time, right? The whole fucking time, they show PS4, PS4, PS4. That's the only thing they showed on. Then those motherfuckers are like, hey, when they tried to bribe us, then it's an Xbox One version, right? It's broken, right? I was like, holy shit, man! Like the hate is real. What is wrong with people? I completely don't understand what is wrong with the world, man. People are so fucking bad. I hate people, Wolf. I don't like people. I can't stand them, dude. I went into the fucking.
I don't know. The best they have to offer, though, it just seems to be PS3 games. Like all the bundles that you see, like the God of War, the Uncharted, and the Last of Us. Like these are PS3 games. Like, yo, get with it, man. Like if you want those games, you could play them on your last gen console. Like, why the fuck are you gonna go out your way buying this bundle for these old ass games? It don't make no sense to me. Look, at least with Microsoft, they're giving you the Rise of the Tomb Raider. They're giving you Halo 5. They're giving you Forza 6.
Tomb Raider's so good.
You legit next generation games.
Yes. I think Tomb Raider is fucking great, man. I love it. That's my jam right there.
Yo, I haven't even had the opportunity to play that much. You know what I'm saying? I want to beat that game still because I have a backlog of games. Like, Rare Replay is going to take me a whole year to beat that whole entire game, probably. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much content that we have.
Dude, did I ever tell you? I mean, I love Rare Replay, like some of the older stuff. But I wish they would have remade the games with new gamer score, like some of the 360 stuff, like Cameo and
oh my god,
and Viva Pinata 1. Because I already have all the achievements I can get on those before the game came out. It's just backwards compatibility. I was hoping they would have like remade the 360 games, you know what I mean, or like at least like up-resed them and gave them like new achievements. You know what I'm saying? Like. Because I already played those games and beat them, I would have wanted to play through them again, but I wanted to get some gamer score too. So I guess it was kind of like, I don't know. But that game is on sale today too, man. I seen it for like $15 or whatever. I saw that Until Dawn game for $20. I figure when it drops another like 15, I'll pick it up.
Oh man, there's one thing I want to talk about on the show is that have you heard about the rumors? Oh well, it's not really a rumor, but Gears of War 4 got listed on PC on the game website, which is a UK retailer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, if that's true, then that's not really a good move. It's not really.
You're messing up, Phil. Like Phil watches sometimes. He messaged me. In case you didn't. I mean, like you met Phil. You know what's funny is, like I know so many people. Like who's that Titanfall princess? She She was real excited because Phil responded. Phil responds. Right, I don't think Gears 4 is going to be on PC. Look, they haven't even put Gears Ultimate on PC yet, and they announced it as going to PC. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think what they go. I think what they're doing right now. Look, this is just speculation right now. Is they're gonna see how well Gears of War Ultimate is gonna sell on PC. If
it's
it's
not
gonna
gonna
sell
sell
like
shit, man. Nobody's gonna buy it.
if it sells like dog shit, the way Titanfall did, then there's no way that's gonna go on PC.
Yeah, who the
But
hell
really,
would
in
buy
my
that,
opinion, it really
man?
shouldn't go on PC. This is a
Yeah,
console seller. You know what I mean? This is a system selling
yeah.
exclusive.
I told Phil that. I told Phil. I was like, "Yo, Phil, my man." I said, "Phil, what you gonna do is you need to keep Forza, Gears, Halo on your console only. Those are what you call like your staples or your console sellers or whatever. A lot of that little stuff nobody even cares about, you
Yeah, like
know?
those games that you named, just their move hardware. It is.
Yeah.
It is like Fable. I really don't give a shit about Fable if that goes to PC or not because
Yeah, because it's been on PC before.
it's been on PC before and Legends
Yeah.
is coming to PC and it makes look only the games that make sense should go to PC. Anything
Yeah.
with the RTS kind of element, I understand why Halo Wars 2 is going to PC and some of those free to play stuff, right? I don't know if Gigantic has crossplay. I'm not too sure, and there's going to be many more that has to have like this RTS element and crossplay features. But anything like a shooter like Halo, Gears, it shouldn't have any crossplay anyway because keyboard and mouse versus controller, it don't work. That's a stupid thing to do.
It
But
is.
yeah,
You know what I hate about the Fable Legends thing? They say you're not going to be able to tell if you're playing against somebody on another console or a PC.
I know, but the thing is, a
Right.
lot of these Xbox guys on Twitter seem to be defending this. Like, if it does go to PC, I'm just thinking, look, you're hurting the image of Xbox by bringing all the you're
It
making
is,
you're making the
especially the
console
bigger
less
titles.
attractive. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's not going
it
to be
is. Even if it's not a big deal, like I don't really look at it as a huge deal, but you would never want to put like Halo or Forza or a new Gears on there. Like, look, you want to give a Halo to the PC crowd, do that Halo Online thing where it's basically a online only Halo 3. You know what I mean? Multiplayer experience.
yeah. Keep the
Don't
main
give them. Yeah,
keep
don't
the
give them
main
the main
series
stuff.
away from PC. Keep the main shit away from PC. If you want to give them like the spin-off games or the online games, then yeah, give them that. But when it comes down to the main series, the ones with a campaign that has an epic story, keep that shit on Xbox.
Yeah, where the hell is Booch, man? My fucking Robin Quivers is letting me down. My
Yeah, but
Italian brother, man. Like, he fucking supposed to be here, like, rambling about what's up that Mooch rambles about? Like, fucking doing his little things. Like, hey, let's
yeah,
compare this to this.
Blazing Phoenix.
I sent them all. Well, at least I think it was them that I sent the links to. I don't know, man. I had a lot to drink, bro. And, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Things are a little. You know what's weird, Iron Wolf, is like, do you ever get like where people online think that you're the person that you are? Like, you must act the way you act on YouTube in your daily life, right? Like, I must just go around. I must live in a basement and fucking be a virgin, and I must fucking go around and just go around fucking talking about PS4 and how bad it sucks. And I must go around and talk about Xbox One and say Xbox is the best box and rack them up. You know what I mean? I just must go do that like all the time. The funny thing is when I was playing pool, I actually did say rack them up because you actually do that. You know what I mean? That's where I got that from the begin with because I like pool. But it's like people mistake entertainment and fun talking about something that we like as a hobby, right? Video games with real life. It's really not that big a deal. It's not important. It's super not important. It doesn't, it's not our lives. It's not
Yeah, they seem to
everything.
think like they think we're assholes on YouTube, and they think that's who we are in real life. We're just a bunch of assholes, man. But
I mean,
no
yeah,
one,
I
they don't
can.
even know us, man.
Yeah, they don't, man. It's completely fucking ridiculous. I'm so sick of
So
like this.
I've talked to a few people's on Party Chat, some of my subscribers and shit, and they're like, "Oh, you're different in real life than you are on your videos." I'm like, "Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Like that's just
imagine.
how
Yeah,
things play on YouTube, and the way I am is the way I am with you, man. It is, that's just the way it is. I'm not that bad."
yeah. I've had so yeah, I've had some interesting conversations with people like off of air and stuff, like just text and DM and whatever, and they're like, "Man, you're really just a cool guy." Like I try to help out people. Like, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of trust because look what happened with like Kids News, which I fucking love that video by Next Gen. Like he's like Kids News, you know what I mean? And it's like he was talking about me like crap gamer because he stole all his stuff. That was like one of the best videos I've seen in a long time. Like I gotta be honest, man. Next Gen makes me smile, man. If I'm feeling low or whatever, like when all that fucking footage stuff, which by the way wasn't even a big deal, but like when I was feeling all bad about that shit, and he would use like those fucking little pictures and people that people edited, and I just thought that that was kind of funny. And like, you know, he comes up with like the cool nicknames and stuff. I just like, you know, I get along good with you guys, you know, and I like that. But then there's like that whole subsect of like Arsenal and Anchorman and fucking Kid Snooze and all those little fucking fake Xbox dudes. You know, like those people just make me sick.
The thing is, you know, we stay in our lane. You know what I mean? We just do our own thing, and I think, you know, Kid Smooth or Snooze or whatever you want to call him.
Kid Snooze.
He made a video, and you know, just talking about me, Lebowski, and he mentioned Next Gen in that video, and he's basically trying to make us look stupid. And I'm like, look, just get my name out your mouth. You know what I mean? If you have something to say about Xbox dudes, you don't have to mention anybody. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in your lane, man.
Well, you know what's funny, Wolf, right? I got accused of you quote unquote using Next Gen, right? For like early on or whatever. And now the funniest thing about that was Next Gen came to me and was like, "Hey, you want to be, you want to be in this podcast?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," because I was already a fan. He's funny, you know what I mean? Like he's a cool guy, right? There was never any using him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, in fact, I was backing him because I think that like a lot of the people on YouTube might be a little bit racist because this guy has great content, and yet here I was passing him in subscribers, you know what I mean? And you know, and I thought that was shitty, you know, and it was like, but if you really want to know who's using them, it's like Kid Stews and Anchorman and those guys. Those are opportunists, right?
Yeah, you're not an opportunist, man. Like, look,
no,
you could really tell, like, especially on the YouTube scene, you can tell who's an opportunist and who's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, the people
say like who is that Broken Homes guy or whatever, right? Like that guy.
Holmes.
Yeah, like right. Like if he were to offer me a shot on his podcast, and I was like, hell yeah, just because he's got like a bunch of subscribers, that would be an opportunistic thing to do, and I would never fucking do that, you know, because I'm loyal to the group that I'm with, and you know, I've had people try to like, oh, well, debate this or do this. Look, at the end of the day, if I debate some retard who's a PS4 fanboy, he's going to think he won at the end of the day. I'm going to think I won. My fans are going to think I won. Their fans are going to think they won. And that's just how it's going to be because it's just opinion and it's hard to really debate opinion. The only thing you can really say is, for fact, is the PS4 has sold more. If you just say, well, it's better, then that's really subjective because to me, better would include having better games. And the PS4 doesn't have better games. It might have a slightly higher pixel count on some games, but it's got the worst online, the worst controller, the worst community.
No crap. You know, let's just put it like this. Look, their channels are dying. You know, that's a fact.
Yeah,
I could tell you that's a fact. Their channels are dying. You cannot have 80,000 subscribers and only end up getting 5,000-6,000 views. It don't make no sense, man. You know what I mean? You be at least averaging, you know, maybe 20 to 30,000 views at minimum.
Well, I always try to go for like a fourth.
If your channel was legit, that's what you be getting. But you know, it's one of them things. And the thing is, since all these Xbox guys, you know, came like you, Next Gen, Show, you know, Mooch, you know, Blaze, you know, even myself, since we came around, you know, all the Xbox guys that were viewing their shit, they're all coming and they're just subscribed to us and they're viewing what we gotta say. And that's the thing, they're mad about that. Now they're reaching out to us and they want us on their show. But the thing is, for me to go on a show where I talk to people I don't like and people who've made videos about me, you know, it don't make no sense because lines will cross.
You would have to be crazy. You would have to be crazy with
a group of people that will call people, you know, they call Next Gen a pedophile, talk about his daughter, bring his family involved. You really think I want to mix myself in a group like that? It don't make no sense.
Yeah. And it's the same thing for me, man. Like what? Crap Gamer's a racist. You know what I mean? Mooch is a racist. Everybody, hey, the dog's barking.
I actually posted I posted an article. Are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I posted this article on Bang Bang. I think I posted this article on Twitter too. It was about Sony's failure one of their first failures was the rice cooker, and nobody said I'm a racist then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that
Well, you
was
know
the
what's really
first
funny
failure,
is
was a rice cooker,
what do they
and
what
it
do
was
they
during
call those little Hondas that people race in, man? They call them rice burners or whatever, and nobody thinks that's racist. You
yeah.
know, I mean,
I really don't
I
get
don't
it.
know if they call that over there, but that's what they call them here, like those little Hondas and shit.
I don't know. I don't know about the rice burner, but I do know about the rice cooker though. And they made that, from when they lost the Second World War or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hey, real quick, what do you think about them announcing they're gonna do? What is that? That PC play and shit. They're like basically biting completely off what Microsoft is doing. Doing like that PC
see,
streaming, like
this streaming, like PS4 streaming on PC, they can do it already, but it's not really official. And since Yoshida announced there's going to be an official app, I think they're in junction with Microsoft, and they're making that happen together apparently. So I think Microsoft have a helping hand in this. If I'm correct on that.
You really think so?
Apparently that's what I've been hearing, but maybe it may not be the case. But look, they're just biting off Microsoft, like you said. Like, I guess Microsoft have been doing it, and it's been proven to be successful. People are using it. People take their laptop, here and there, and they'll be playing their Xbox games. But I don't know. With PlayStation 4, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if how bad the lag is and everything. It must have a really bad input lag.
Yeah, well, hey, there was some good news.
That remote play shit. It works like dog shit. Oh, we got the mooch.
I am here. I just flew in from Mooch Podcast Studios. So, man, I was one of the people watching your show. Crap says just give Mooch a second. He's rehydrating.
So I saw that.
I'm back though, guys. So what are you guys up to?
Yeah, I just saw the inbox messages, man. Apparently that kid, that coward, he backed out.
He backed out. I said it basically. I didn't want to give him any attention on my show, but I addressed the issue. I said basically I did. Here's what happened. So last week I said we would do this. We spoke for a couple days afterwards, getting to like Sunday of last week, and then Monday, and then I just noticed. Then I was just doing tweets with a bunch of different people on Twitter, and he was trolling me. Everything I would say, he would just troll and this and that. So I said, well, listen, I'm not going to – I didn't say anything to him. I just blocked him because I don't need him to read my stuff and then retweet it out and this other stuff. So then around 4 o'clock today, I just said, hey, I said – I unblocked him. I said, we're still on for 6 o'clock. He goes, we're not on. He's like, you blocked me. He's like, I made plans and blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing the show. I said, I never canceled the show. I just said I blocked you because you were trolling me. And I didn't even say that. I just stopped his ability to follow me. And he, whatever. It is what it is. I said, listen, we had an appointment. It was 6 o'clock. I never canceled it. We confirmed it twice earlier in the week. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. It is what it is, man. Look, here's the problem. He resulted in after he was trying to act professional a week ago between the trolls and what he did today. Shout out to Mike Morale, who actually got into the argument afterwards because I had enough with him. He resulted in name calling and getting into the shit, where people all call us names from BGST and Xbox Nation.
Yeah, hey, we're all the biggest bastards, fucking
right.
fucking deviants and
once he started doing that, I said, you know what, buddy? I said, you don't want to debate me. You're just one of them. I said, that's fine. You're a pony then. That's fine.
Dude, he would have lost it, man. Look, you would have beat anybody, bro. You're fucking Italian, man. That's what Italians do. We fucking we're hard-headed, dude. We're hard-headed motherfuckers, dude. We do not give up. Like that's why that's why I do what I do. Like people do not win arguments against me, man. I will fucking just butt heads over and over again with people to the point where they'll just give in because they're like they don't want to deal with it anymore, and then I fucking celebrate,
No, Mooch, he didn't want to be crushed, I mean, he knew he was gonna get crushed, so he backed out, man.
That's my take on it. He just didn't want to go through with it because let's be honest, everything he was doing on there and everything he was saying on there, you just who the hell's he to say something like that about everybody in the community? I mean, who's he? You know what I mean? I don't know how old he is, but he looks like he's.
He was talking about younger. You, Crab, me,
everybody.
I mean, Zaire,
Blackie Lebowski. He talks about everybody, and here it is. He doesn't know any of us personally. And then he goes out to just start to name call and ridicule. Don't write a 25-page essay and act like you're dignified And then once somebody starts to talk to you, you result right back to this elementary attitude. That just shows your immaturity.
Yo, Mooch, there's a reason why we do what we do. And like I said, some people may question it, some people may agree, some people may disagree. But the thing is, what we do is necessary. That's the main thing.
We do what we do because my sole purpose for being on YouTube is because I'm doing what the media doesn't do. The media doesn't report anything at all that's positive or new or exciting on the Microsoft front. It's always negative, negative, negative. So
you know it's interesting, which I know people on Twitter who created their accounts only after they saw the hate. You know, just fucking. You know, they just hated the fucking how the Xbox One was getting treated at first, so they created Twitter accounts or YouTube accounts strictly for that. So
yeah, I mean, it's the hate is real. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's just nothing that positive ever comes out of anything. Anytime there's something that's just reported on Sony, I just got one. Whenever something reported for Sony, literally like the fix on IGN or GameStop or GameSpot, excuse me, has something immediately running. It's amazing. It's amazing the immediate. Then you have Xbox, Mikey Bars, and then they're like, what? Only 104 backwards compatible games? I mean, what am I supposed to do with 104 games? I don't know, asshole. Play them, you know. So I mean, it's just, you know, I just can't believe the negativity that there's just. It's nonstop, and I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing now. I just noticed that. Nice picture here by Ray Iron Wolf, who just sent this thing out. I've seen this all day, though, Ray, not just your picture. There's a lot here that says a lot of people are sending me tweets like, Mooch, check this out. Xbox boxes are gone, and there's still stacks of PS4s. Now, that leads me to believe two things. Either Xbox is just crushing the sales at this point, or a lot of that 30.2 million is Sony ships so much fucking inventory to people that they can't fucking like get rid of it. They have too much of this shit just sitting around. You know, I mean, one way or another, the numbers are inflated. So I'm hoping we see a big win by Xbox in November. It's looking really, really positive from today.
Yeah, that 30 million sold, it sounds like shit numbers to me, man. I don't think that's in homes.
I agree. First of all, it's not in homes. But listen, I will say one thing. We say it all the time. Crap says it. I say it. Zaire says it. Listen, shipped is sold. So I'll give them that. If it has left Japan on a boat, it is sold, okay? It's sold. I'll give them that. But don't tell me it's in people's homes. You don't know. I could have bought one and then sold it on the way home to somebody. That doesn't mean two people have it in their home. They don't know what's in people's homes. They don't know what's going on. That's ridiculous. That's how.
I see so many motherfuckers trading that bitch in and buying an Xbox One.
Oh, you know what? Hey, crap! Just so you know, Too Much Food sold his PS4 today.
Did he? Man, congrats to Drew. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
I sold my PS4 because I wanted to put that money towards my 4K TV, and I got it. The thing is a beauty, man.
Yeah. Hey, Too Much Food. Yeah, man, he sold his PS4. Dude, I keep telling people this. They're like, hey, crap, when should I pick up a fucking... when should I pick up a PS4, bro? And I'm like, fucking never. You know what I mean? There's no point in picking it up.
No, there's really, you know, here's the thing. I got mine in mid-September. I turned it on. I put my username in there so I had the same gamer tag. I set up the account. I did not put a credit card in there. I don't trust PSN. And then I shut it off, and I have yet to play it.
I finally accepted your friend request though on there, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I haven't. Listen, crap. I wouldn't have known if you did or you didn't. I haven't put it back on.
No, I literally turned mine on for the first time in forever and accepted your friend request, and I was like, hold on, nowhere. I was like, Mooch sent me a friend request, I know, and then like it's the fucking lonely station. I hate it, man. It's like,
well, I literally should probably take your recommendation. I think tomorrow I'm gonna actually turn it back on. I want to make sure it still works because I didn't know. Can anybody answer me? Wolf, you got one too, right?
Well, I sold mine to get a 4K TV.
Oh, okay. So you just said that. Pardon me. But let me ask you a question though, because you know this more than I do. When you go to leave it in standby, it is supposed to have that orange light on the top, right?
I don't know. I was paranoid thinking that that's the red light of, the red line of death or some shit like that.
Mine's orange.
I turned the power thing off. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know if that's good or bad. It's been like that for 2 months.
Oh, we got Lebowski.
hey,
Blackie.
now it's a party, man. What up, Blackie?
What's up? What's up?
What's good, my boy?
Happy
Doing
Thanksgiving. We're live.
Yeah, happy. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live. We're live.
Live as hell, man.
It's happening with crap tonight. Crap, is tonight sponsored by Jameson or Jack Daniels?
Well, it's a little bit of Jack, and I had some like I don't know, man. I was trying some of this like red, green apple stuff that doesn't taste like alcohol. So I was just like, I'm just gonna slam like a bunch of these.
Oh, the Red's apple cider.
Yeah, like so. I was like,
Jamie Moran's gonna be a
Yeah.
fan of yours. He likes Strongbow.
dude, I was just like, this don't even taste like alcohol. There's probably none in here. I'm gonna slam a bunch of them, right? And then so I did, and my brother's like, dude, you should just like be a drunk gamer and like fucking your shit would just like blow up, man. Like people would just like fucking watch you because like I don't, you know what? I never went back and watched that video from the other night that was supposed to be about PS4 sales. Everybody like Mooch, you know what it was really about. But everybody else just assumed I was a salty motherfucker about PS4 sales. I don't give a fuck about PS4 sales, man. They could sell 100 million, and that still ain't gonna make me enjoy it because it's a fucking piece of shit with no games and a shitty controller and the worst goddamn people. Look, those are the people. I imagine the people that I see out there texting motherfuckers behind everybody's back and fucking being loud and annoying to the point where you want to strangle them, right? I imagine that they're all PS4 owners, all of them. You know, they gotta be just fucking crazy people that just have no dignity or class, and you just want to fucking smack them. You know what I mean? It's like, Christ.
Yeah, the hate is real out there. That's for sure. I mean, I was jamming out on a little Halo the other night, and Blackie, me and Iron Wolf was playing Halo with me, and Blackie jumped in. Blackie, you got me all excited for playing some Battlefront, man. I don't know, you were talking some pretty positive shit about it.
I
So
want to say something to everybody too whenever you get done, which is very
no,
important.
go ahead, bro. Talk.
All right. Well, first of all, happy holidays to everybody.
Yes.
It's been a very good year. It's been a really good, just a year as far as gaming. I have so many options. I really don't have enough time, and I want to give a shout out to Microsoft because if you're not signed up for the Xbox Live rewards, you need to do this. Okay. Now I picked up Battlefront for like $12 because Microsoft put $44 in my account for having Rare Replay, Tomb Raider, Halo 5, Forza 6, and the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. And it's still going. This promotion is still going. So make sure you sign up. You just put in your email and do a few things, and they'll literally put all this money in there. I got Battlefront for basically nothing. It was on EA Access. I mean, who the fuck wants to get something 10% cheaper, right?
Hey, nobody, man. That's not a good value for our gamers, Blackie.
Yeah, so it's just I'm really happy. It's a real good time, and to be on the Xbox and to have something like happen like that, it was kind of an early Christmas present. So if you're not signed up to Xbox Live rewards, you need to do this. Like, take my advice. I think Jay Long was one of the people. Shout out to Jay Long. He told me to get on there. So it's really awesome, and the hate is real. Halo's the shit. All the games I just mentioned are awesome. Microsoft's giving you like $45 in your account, and motherfuckers are salty. They're sitting over there like, what the fuck? Bloodborne was in March. Let me come up with something clever real quick.
Yeah, I think you forgot to add one thing. You have to download those games if you want the rewards. It has to be digital games only. So you cannot buy a physical copy and get the rewards.
Thank you, Wolf. Thank you for clarifying that. That's exactly right. It has to be digital. So this is a really good incentive to go digital because, like I said, I mean, it was like $44 out of nowhere in my Microsoft account. I went to go pay for Battlefront, and there was like a little card, and it said $44. I was like, what the fuck is this? I looked on there, and that's awesome. What do you guys think about that?
That's for the player, man. That's for
exactly
the
it. It's an incentive to be, more involved in their ecosystem. I mean, that's what it is. When you told me about that the other night, I thought that was fantastic. I mean, realistically, those games. The problem is like now, Blackie, remind me again. You said it, but you were more detailed the other night. What is it you actually did? You went in and you had to buy specific games digitally. So I think you said the games were. The only one I don't have is Forza 6. Right, so you have to have, what were the 5 games or 4 games again to get the credits?
All the big Xbox One exclusives for this year. So
it's got to be the greatest games lineup in Xbox history. Yeah, all those games.
I'm looking it up right now. But yes, you're looking at Rare Replay, Forza 6, Halo 5, Gears of War Ultimate, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Those are the big 5 exclusives. Like Wolf said, you got to buy them digitally. So do not sleep on this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not joking. This is not a gimmick. This is a real thing. It's
You're
Xbox.
practically getting another game for free, right, Labati?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're buying digitally, I want to make sure we say that so nobody gets messed up. You buy these games digitally, I mean, you not only are you good as far as moving forward, because with the 360 games, you're not losing anything on the Xbox One at all. So get them digitally, get the exclusive games for your Xbox. Microsoft is gonna fucking take care of you. I have a friend who just got on the Xbox One, and you guys, we need to really say this, and this is why there's saltiness on the Sony side. Imagine you're on the PlayStation 3, on the PlayStation 4, but you had a PS3. You bought all the games, the PS1 and PS2 games that were on the PlayStation Network. All of it's gone on the PS4. All of that shit is gone, and they're trying to like shove these fucking PS3 games down your throat.
Yeah.
It's a really sad story over at fucking Sony right now.
It really is.
The bundle they should have done, right, is give, Drive Club, The Order, Bloodborne, and maybe even, all the remastered games all in one for $2.99. That would have been okay.
Yeah,
So, like, giving the Nathan Drake collection, it don't make no sense. But yeah, shout out to Jamie Moran. He just tweeted out this picture. I believe this is only in the UK. There's this bundle going on right now where you get Rare Replay, Ori and the Blind Forest, and I think you get all three, I'm not sure, but you get Rise of the Tomb Raider, Halo 5, and Gears Ultimate for £299.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How do you argue with that?
There's no way you can.
It's they're basically giving you the console. They're like, take this and enjoy it.
Wow.
It is. That's really something.
That's the best deal I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really start to consider everything that's going on with what we're saying, and just think about it, really think about the infrastructure that Sony has, at least as far as last gen, with all the games on the PlayStation Network store. They have PS Now. They're charging you to play games that you probably already owned, okay? And then you have fucking PS3 games that are just being redone. Not even redone. They're just re-releasing these fucking things. And you have none of that shit on the PS3. It goes over to your PS4. Like, none of it. Like, absolutely none of that shit. And the fact they have their bundle has the biggest PS3 games last generation, God of War, Nathan Drake collection, and Last of Us. Man, like, holy fuck, dude. And no Halo 5 or Forza or Gears or, let's see here, Tomb Raider, Sea of Thieves, no Rare Replay. Fuck, man. It's crazy.
There was this chick from CNET.com, I don't know the website, but yeah, she made a video and an article about 10 reasons why to buy a PS4 in 2016. And I questioned her. I actually asked her, so where's this Xbox video and article about? Because I'm sure there's more reasons to buy an Xbox One. So why didn't you do one for that? Hashtag bias. And she, oh my God, she just went all in. She went completely mad and shit. She's saying, oh, you're being unreasonable. You're being so unreasonable. No, I'm a reasonable guy. I'm just asking you, I actually came with you with a bit of respect. Yeah, I may have said bias, but, I wasn't disrespectful towards you or anything. I was just telling you how I felt. I felt like you were being biased and shit. Mm-hmm. But then she blocked me. I'm like, okay, that's cool, man.
That's one of them fucking feminists, right?
I don't know, man, what she is, man. But all I know is that there's definitely an agenda, and
well, there's definitely an agenda. Every single outlet has some sort of output that's just negative to her. That's the funny part. There's an article there's a show that I saw that on Twitter, by the way, Wolf. I saw what you're talking about. That's an undermining slap in the face to Microsoft by paying Sony a compliment. It's not even it's a Sony compliment and a backhanded slap to Microsoft. Because, like you said, where's the other one? If you're going to have another side of the debate, here's 10 reasons to buy this, here's 10 reasons to buy that, okay, fine. But to only say Sony, this is where I say, people are like, what do you mean, Mooch? What do you think? Sony's just paying people? I'm not saying Sony's sending envelopes of cash to people. No, I don't think so. But there's some sort of incentive base where someone does somebody a favor, like political. A lot of times with politics, a lot of times it's cash, But it's not always that. Sometimes it's a favor. Sometimes it's a vote. Sometimes it's something else. So somebody who's in publication, who works for Sony, calls down and says, you know what? We really could use some good press. That's all they say. They have to watch. They can't. They're not like, here's the exact words to say. But they say,
very well. They're sending they're sending the Bravia TVs to them. That's what it is.
Absolutely, right?
They're not even selling anymore. You know what I mean? They're gonna be out of the TV and laptop business. So they're sending them. You know.
If you go back, Wolf, you got a point though. Like, just in case you're wondering where Wolf's coming up with this, we've talked about this offline. If you go back 4 years ago and you watch the IGN podcasts and all the stuff they were doing, they didn't have TVs in the background. All of a sudden, the set got redone, and there's Sony televisions everywhere. It's like Buffalo Wild Wings in there. Everybody, you know what I mean? It's like everybody, the TV everywhere you turn. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I mean, that Sony logo is big and stamped on the bottom, guys. A little extra big for that one. You know, it's a little large, a little advertising. So, and then all the entire staff at IGN got PS4s with their names engraved. That's normal, right? Nope.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got Jeff Keighley getting signed autographed copies of Metal Gear Solid on the PS4 edition by Kojima. And then you also have Jeff Keighley tweeting now pictures of him next to his Pip-Boy, and it made sure it had the sleeve over the big suitcase of PS4 over it, and he goes, my weekend's going to be busy. And now you might go, Mooch, what's the big deal here? Why do you give a shit? Here's why I give a shit. Fallout 4 is a marketing right to Microsoft. So who should be giving away the propaganda for specs? If I was Microsoft, I'd be like, you can't give that shit away like that to the press. That's us to do that, because whenever it's Star Wars Battlefront, like when they did 2-hour Battlefront preview on IGN, they were all, you could see them, they were all playing, and they're all playing with DualShock 4s in their hands. Like, why didn't they use the Xbox Ones? Well, no. People say to me, well, Mooch, stop, leave them alone. It's Sony's marketing rights. They have the right to that. But they play the Sony version when Microsoft has marketing rights. It's bullshit. Like, Fallout 4 playthrough was done on Sony. When a friend of mine who does reviews on YouTube, he's got like 50, 60,000 subs. He did a review. What's the name? Bethesda sent him a PS4 copy. And he held it up. He's like, thank you, Bethesda, for the copy. And I'm like, why didn't they send him the Xbox One version? That's who your contract's with. So when you want somebody waving the fucking thing in the air, you want the green flag, right? Why am I the only one that thinks this? I don't understand that. Like, it's one thing to say that Microsoft doesn't have the right when it's Sony's marketing. But when it's Microsoft's marketing, why is it Sony games are still being played? It's a lose-lose. I can't figure it out.
Mooch, we talked about this a little bit before you joined, which was Sony has the marketing for Battlefront, right? But when they did the story that EA paid off a singer to talk good about the game, they show an Xbox One version of the game on the cover of that story. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's just, yes, that's very indicative of how this generation has been, and it's just completely fucking unbelievable.
They just want to put the Xbox One version of every game under the negative light. You know, it's come to a point where, you know, the media, they're not really talking about the games. Like the games itself, they're just talking the main headline. Star Wars Battlefront on Xbox One is 720p. That's the headline, bro.
Forget the fact that the game looks really good, you know what I mean? Like,
they won't talk about the game itself, you know, the content, the modes that it has, you know, the online play, but they just talk about, you know, the main headline. Xbox One version is 720p.
It's amazing.
Yeah, completely fucking ridiculous. Just more biased bullshit. I mean, hey Mooch, did you step out today and notice any Xbox One sold out like I did?
You know what? I did not. I did a lot. Today was a great day. I got a lot of work done in the house, being home. But I was on Twitter, and I was checking everything out, and I got a lot of pictures from people. People were like, Mooch, check this out. And it was literally like tumbleweeds where the Xboxes were stacked, and there was a stack of PS4s sitting around.
Yeah, nobody wants that shit because it's got fucking Uncharted on it, right? Anybody who wanted to play that.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you something. That may be something that bites them in the ass if you think about it. Now here you have the Nathan Drake collection. The people turn around the box and they see Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. And the casual gamer's probably saying, well, I already played those. You know, I mean, like, I have to think about that. Don't think about it as us, you know, the people that are in the know, that are paying attention every day. There's a lot of people that aren't, and they're like, you know what, I think I'm going to go get a next-gen console. You walk up and you see Xbox has got all of these games that you've never played. Tomb Raider, Halo 5 bundle, Fallout bundle, even the one that's got some older games. Some people haven't played Gears of War and it's redone. They've got Ori, you've got Rare Replay, you've got there's another one there. There's there's a Lego Movie bundle. So, and there's the Elite. I heard the Elite. By the way, guys, this is affirmative. All the Elite console bundles have been sold out throughout almost the states. Like, people are saying that they're all in back order now. So, not that there's a ton of those, but they're all out.
Sorry to interrupt you, Moosh.
No, go ahead.
I read an article in New Zealand. All the Elite controllers are sold out and not available until March next year.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I got news for you. I ordered mine 15 minutes after Mike Ibarra showed it at E3, and then the minute I got mine, I ordered another one. Because I got my Xbox upstairs and downstairs, dude. I was like, fuck that. I want one for each one. This thing is, listen, look, some people collect sneakers. I like controllers, man. This thing is a real deal. It's like you're actually holding a 44 Glock or something in your hand.
It is heavy, man.
It's a legit piece of hardware, man. So, when people are like, is it worth $100? Yeah, it is. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to use some of Blackie's terms, supply and demand. All right, people want it. They want it so bad, it's not available. So
he has one, man. He bought the Elite bundle. He got some money from school, and he got the Elite bundle, and he brought it over here, and it just broke my heart, man, because it's like you're on the block. It's just
here's the difference.
It is, man.
It's it's built well. It has the it's just the analog sticks. It's almost zero friction.
Yes.
You talk about this, and you don't realize it until you hold yours and you move it, and it's like, holy shit! It's a really good piece of hardware, and it's really funny. I said this a long time ago that I thought the Elite controller would be one of the biggest things to come along, because if you look how SCUF, where it's been going in the last few years, it's really gained some popularity, and people are gonna want that shit. Somebody goes to their friend's house, they see that fucking Elite controller. They're gonna want whatever system that's on. That really fuck the 1080p. Fuck your little getting the magnifying glass out, splitting hairs to see which game is better and all that bullshit. Like, that controller, that thing right there is such a game maker difference. It's a game breaker. It's just a fucking gamer's paradise, man. When you hold it, it's the best thing ever, and it's gonna do a lot for the Xbox. And I think this 360 compatibility is too, because like you said, this bundle. Like, look at that fucking bundle. Like, are you serious?
I know, right?
Yo, Blackie, I got a friend, right? He plays on PS4. He plays on PS4. He's gonna buy an Xbox.
Tell him he has my condolences.
For sure, man. But this guy, he asked me that he wants the Elite controller too. Although he's got a PS4, he wants the Elite controller. He asked
Yoshida.
Is there a device where available for the PS4 where you can connect the Elite controller and make it playable on the PS4? I don't know about that, but it just shows that even Sony gamers, they want that Elite controller, man.
If so,
he wants that adapter, you know what I mean? And I'm like, look.
And I'm gonna try a mooch comparison here, right? Of course they want that Xbox controller, man. It's like you can go to McDonald's or you can go to fucking Outback Steakhouse. I mean, which one would you rather go to, right?
Nice crap. I'll give you that. Nice elementary mooch there. I like that. That was pretty good.
I try to channel my inner mooch, man, because your channel rocks, man. I'm not lying, man. I mark out like all you guys' channels are so good.
Well, I said, I just said that. I left my podcast and I came over and I said, I got to be honest with you. Someone goes, Mooch, I always notice you're on YouTube. And I'm like, that's because literally even my wife will come down from when she puts the kids to sleep and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I got 2 next-gen videos to catch up on. I got to watch Showstopper. Blackie's got something going on right now. I'm watching all you guys. Whenever you guys do anything, Wolf, anybody, Blazin', by the way, nobody understands. Listen, thank you for all the compliments, and thanks to the people that listen to me. I appreciate that because you don't have to. But the true talent is Blazin' Phoenix. Yo, Blazin' Phoenix gets on. Not only does he keep it Xbox, but no, dude, I've listened to him do a 45-minute rant, and I don't even know if he swallows. Like, he just keeps talking, and I'm like, that is. I appreciate shit like that because I talk for a living, you know. Like, so like I do, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in the engineering. I'm an engineer, but I also present a lot, you know. So I have to talk a lot. And when I see somebody who could talk for 45 minutes without even like a hiccup, I think that's a true talent. So my hat goes off to Blazing Phoenix, man. I mean, Blazing, you need some more videos, brother, because man, I love watching that shit. And the dude knows. I say this too. Blazing and Wolf really know their old school games. That's why when people take jabs at them on Twitter, I get a little pissed off because these guys have been playing games and they can break down not only the games, they know the circuit cards in the boxes. So don't, you know, you got to know who you're talking to first. And I never mentioned the name, but Iron Wolf works at one of the most prestigious companies in the world. So, you know, you got to take it. You take his knowledge and run with it. Don't just criticize.
Appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's a dominant headline on M4G, and I don't know if it's a coincidence, but like Sony might have, you know, the 7th core on their GPU unlocked or CPU unlocked for developers.
Yes, I saw
now,
that.
I don't think that's the case because if they unlock all their CPUs, the cores, it's going to heat up their system. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why they didn't, you know.
They're trying to copy Xbox is what it is. That's all they do.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, Xbox did that almost a year ago. Now, here's the thing.
Their operating system, although it's dog shit, it's resource heavy. That's the thing. And when it comes down to it, Microsoft, we all know they're the kings when it comes down to software and operating systems. And, you know, their operating system takes less resources, you know, when it comes down to their RAM and when it comes down to their CPU. Right. But with Sony, on the other hand, you know, even with the PS3, it was the same case. You know, they had a split memory where most of it went on the operating system, and that, you know, developers never had much for their games. That's why games run pretty shitty on the PS3.
You make a really good point with the heat factor. Now, here's the thing. Remember something, guys. Let's just break this down. First of all, if Microsoft makes a point to say something, like when they said they were going to go ahead and take the Kinect capabilities away and give 10% more freedom for whether it be GPU power or whatever that power resource would be, it would go to the devs for their own choice on how to use it. We saw it implemented immediately with Destiny, GTA 5, etc. Sony, I'm not doubting. Okay, I'm not doubting what they did was open up that core. I'm sure they probably did because, I mean, they're not going to make a comment like that and then not be able to prove it. But what's going to happen is a lot with like Wolf.
Hey, the Last Guardian says otherwise, man. The Last Guardian says otherwise.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, Crap. That's my point, Crap. They can say whatever they want, but that doesn't mean that they're going to use it because I don't know if they can in this case because it is going to react to heat, and that thing is already an oven, you know. And the reason it's an oven is, yeah, the brick is built into it, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't want to have your power brick on the outside? Well, then you can go ahead and just up your temperature by about like 35 degrees on the inside. You know, it's hot, man. It gets hot. You know, it's like a warm plate.
It won't make no sense to unlock, you know, another CPU core. And, you know, especially with the heat in there, man. Especially the fact that you said it's an oven. There's no point. And overclocking things here, there's no point overclocking anything.
Well, that heats things, too. Don't forget, the reason the Xbox is ridiculed is because it's the shape of a rectangle. Well, it's a rectangle, folks, because it's got half of what you're looking at is a fan. And that's why they can overclock. They can access their 7th core because, and DX12 is rumored to use, what DX12 will do is it will intensify the heat in the box. That's why they knew that was coming, and that's why you don't have an Xbox Slim yet, because to be honest with you, they wanted to make sure that puppy stays cool.
See, that's why the headline said. That's why the headline said Sony might. Now think about the word there, might.
Right, they might.
They will. It said might.
Hey, I've heard this, man. My friend, he's just got his Xbox. He's all into this, and they're talking about like streaming stuff to PC from the PS4. Like they're playing catch up. And there's a lot of things that they just.
Oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, though. Now that Sony's doing it.
Yeah, it's really out of control, man. I don't see this hype train lasting too long. I really think you're a fucking idiot if you think honestly that the PS4. I honestly thought this from the very beginning. The build quality, The PS4 is small. It's really streamlined. I noticed the analog sticks were coming apart. This is the very early days. And I remember the Xbox One, it was built like a fucking rock. It was huge. It didn't make no noise whenever it was on. And the power brick was outside of it. And I thought, you'd have to be a fucking idiot to think that this smaller one is going to work better. Like, the power brick, all these things. Like, it never made sense to me that so many people thought, and especially when you look at their finances. Like, Sony, they ain't got the fucking money to go get special custom parts and do all this shit to make.
Sony, I would say, Blackie, I didn't mean to interrupt. If Sony were ready for the gamer, right, why would they make their customers open up their PS4s, perform an operation on the PS4 to actually upgrade their hard drive? With the Xbox One, you just plug and play, right? That's it. You plug in your hard drive, and that's it. You have extra memory right there.
There was so much, man. There was really so much from the beginning. I always thought the Xbox being bigger and just, you know, having that big fan like Mooch was saying, that a lot of people would understand that this would be a good machine, especially looking at the 360, the Red Ring of Death, and all the problems they had there. There were a lot of customers that Microsoft lost with the Red Ring of Death. Like, that shit was real. And I mean, I was like, fuck, this Xbox One ain't going nowhere. I remember using it for like the first week and trying to hear it, you know, when it was turned on, because that was the real annoying about the 360 in the early days, and the PS3. It was fucking loud. So, like, if you want to have the sound real low and watch a movie, you'd hear your fucking system running, and you couldn't hear it. And it was running Battlefield, and there was like 64 people, and you couldn't hear the fucking thing running. And then my buddy had one, and that shit was like a fucking, like a jet. It was crazy.
All right, you know what? It is getting fucking late, man. I'm gonna fucking wrap this up because it's almost 10 o'clock and my beer is running out, and then I'm gonna get sad and shit. So, hey, I'll be honest with you though, I fucking carried this podcast by myself for like, I don't know how long it was before Iron Wolf joined, man. Probably like a half hour.
I can't wait to listen to that crap.
Dude, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Dude, Mooch, did you listen to the one I did the other day? Like,
I did actually. You know, believe it or not, even though you said to be wary of it, it was actually pretty good. I caught it was nice. You splashed a little hate at the end there, but it was nice.
Yeah, I'm a hateful motherfucker. I'm a hateful drunk, man. What are you gonna do?
It's all good.
Right, man, yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm sorry. One last thing. He hit me up, and I got to throw it out there because all four of us are doing a shout out to Jay Williams for making all of us look good on YouTube. Everybody's using a Jay Williams logo here on this podcast. So shout out to the Graphic God. Hit him up if you need any logos or banners done. He's a good friend of mine, good friend of everybody's on the panel, and he's always there to help, and he's affordable prices. So give him a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Take it away, Crap. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say thanks everybody for watching, man. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. You know, fuck, that was a lot of food, man. Like, damn. It was, yeah, and then like all the good deals and stuff, man. Keep it Xbox. Wolf, Blackie, you guys got anything to say in closing?
Yeah, I just want to say, if you bought an Xbox One, you made the right choice. That's right.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Happy holidays. Be safe traveling. Be real safe. This that time of year. It gets crazy.
Hell yeah. Rack them up, guys. We'll catch you guys this Sunday on this channel for Big Gamer Small Talk. You know, so yeah. See ya.
Crap will be on the road. Coffee.